Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. The day has finally come. Monster Hunter is here. There is a lot of stuff that has just been added into the game, so as is my wont, I will be going through everything here today. We're going to go through all the notices, we're going to double check the event, we're going to do a shop review, we're going to take just a quick glance at the weapons, and everything that's now come, you guys are going to get a quick little glance into so that you can get a solid content overview. Alright, so that being said, let's start out with this laundry list of things that we need to be going through over here. All right, and I believe this is going to be the first one right here. So I think these are just going to get more and more interesting the higher we go. So it says Monster Hunter crossover exclusive premium draw ticket exchange notice. All right, so I did see something about this earlier. So during the crossover, premium draw tickets can be exchanged for Monster Hunter crossover exclusive premium draw tickets. Furthermore, Monster Hunter crossover exclusive premium draw tickets can be exchanged for premium draw tickets after the crossover period ends. Each exchange can be made at a special exchange. All right, so this is pretty cool. That just basically means that whatever premium draw tickets you guys have, you can convert them into Monster Hunter draw tickets, and then at the end, if you don't use them, you can convert them back. In my opinion, this was a gigantic waste of time. They should have just let the premium draw tickets be usable on this banner. Then you don't need to be exchanging everything back and forth, which makes absolutely no sense. But I guess the concept of it is interesting, maybe. Trying to see the positive here. All right. Thank you for watching the second official live stream. I didn't watch the second official live stream. I watched the first live stream, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. As a thank you, they are giving us a distribution of stamina tonics. All right, guys, round of applause from everybody here. Thank you very much. All right, so as mentioned in the live stream, stamina tonics will be distributed as possible. We're going to get stamina tonics times 77. Now, the distribution period is going to be from May 30th until July 2nd. So it's going to be given out to us over the course of 33 days, more or less. So we're looking at like 2 extra stamina tonics per day. I wish they would have just given us all of these at once, because 2 a day, maybe 3 a day on some days, is not, I mean, I guess I'm just going to say thank you. So thank you. We needed stamina. It is what it is. All right. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Okay, so the Monster Hunter crossover event, Rathalos in the Midgar Skies, is here. All right, I'm actually super interested in this event for a multitude of reasons that we'll get to here in the future. All right, so we're going to get exchangeable items by participating in the event. I think I basically covered this in my video yesterday, but if you guys didn't see it, I'll quickly go through it. Here's going to be Sephiroth's free weapon right here, the Shinra Wyvern Blade. It does give our ability right here in the magic attack. Maybe also it's going to be fire potency here. I don't think we've gotten a magic attack fire potency sword, or I mean a weapon in general. That's kind of been like the trend as of late. We've gotten water, we've gotten wind, and they're always magic attack / elemental potency. So I'm guessing that maybe this is going to be fire if we didn't already get those before. Or no, we already got fire before. So maybe this is going to be something different. This is non-elemental right here. Oh, plus this also does a fire imperil, even though Sephiroth already has a fire imperil on a free weapon. So Sephiroth is now king of fire imperils on free weapons. All right, other than that, Rathalos recommended element lightning. That was a no-brainer. We knew that was coming. So here, let's look at this. Tips for conquest, guys. So for those of you going out to take on Rathalos, the force gauge stability can be destroyed by magical abilities. Okay, just so you guys know, I think that we should be grateful that we got Rathalos instead of Rathian, because Rathian can be a real punk ass, let me tell you guys. All right, destroying the force gauge inflicts physical down and magical defense down, plus additional rewards at the end of the battle. Okay, that's a new mechanic. All right, it can be destroyed with magical abilities. Interesting, considering that all of the weapons on this banner are physical. All right. Physical effects are effective, but a balanced party is important to destroy the force gauge. Okay. Lightning abilities are extremely effective. So we just wanted to remind you guys that there's no magic lightning arcanum character in the game. Have your best shot at it. So make sure to include them in your party. In addition, magic defense boost, magic attack down, and fire resistance are recommended to endure many powerful fire magic attacks. All right, so fire resistance gear, magic attack break weapons, and magic defense boost weapons like Matt, Red 13, Cloud's bandage sword, stuff like that. Barrett has a good magic attack break, Sephiroth, Tifa, Zack, yeah. All right, other than that, this is going to be one of those events where weapons and costumes give you a bonus. So for those of you guys playing co-op, make sure that you don't forget to equip your bonus items in your sub-weapons, even if it's super low level. It's just kind of like a kindness towards yourself and all the other players that you play with, especially in co-op, right? Everyone wants to be pairing with someone that has at least some boost, all right? So, equip new featured weapons and gear, blah, 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 get lots of stuff. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. All right, so the summon co-op battles are on now. For those of you guys that saw my video covering this news event, essentially Leviathan is going to be featured in co-op, and there are going to be new difficulty levels for this Leviathan fight. It's going to be Leviathan and Ramu, although I'm not sure how hard the Ramu fights are. They might be exactly the same. Take on the challenge together to get summon weapons. All right, that's fantastic. And the interesting thing is that in the co-op battle for Leviathan, Very Hard 2 and EX is now available, where it is possible to obtain Leviathan's noble memories. So this is something great because honestly, building these summon abilities from level 5 to level 10 is like horrendous. It'd be like giving someone a spoon and asking them to dig the foundation of a house. That's how long it feels like it's going to take to max these out. So hopefully, we're getting better draws on the Leviathan's noble memories here. I will definitely be doing these. If you're a player that's looking to run these in co-op, come join our Discord. It's called the Curseborn Discord, and there is an invitation link in the description of all my videos. All right, that being said, let's jump back over here. All right, one of the coolest things of the night, if not the champion of the night, is the new gear for Cloud and Zack, the crossover draw. All right, now these are going to be interesting. I'm super excited to check this out. Premium draw tickets cannot be used, but you can convert those into something that's exactly the same and use those. And then when you don't use those, you can just convert them back into this, which is exactly the same as the thing that you converted it into in the first place, just for fun. All right, so featured crossover limited weapons are going to be the Glavenus sword and the Zinogre blade. Now, right now, I am currently on the fence. I'm going to do a pretty detailed, in-depth, to pull or not to pull video on this stuff, guys. All right, so for those of you guys that are like me, that are kind of on the fence, knowing that we have summer costumes coming, Vincent coming, probably 4 to 5 featured draw banners that are going to be like, they're going to be baits because they're going to be trying to get people to spend before the 1-year anniversary. But either way, I'm going to compile roughly how many crystals we would make by the anniversary. Then I'm going to show how much you would need in order to do stuff and what you would need in order to pull right now. But the idea is to make it to the 1-year anniversary with 80,000 blue crystals. That should be the goal for every single person in this game that isn't just willing to just break the piggy bank and just go for it. All right, so I'm going to try and help you guys get there as best I can so that I can also traverse these dangerous waters. All right, so the crossover limited gear, Cloud's getting a physical arcanum. I believe this is like the physical equivalent of an arcanum. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Zack is getting what is now the strongest elemental weapon slash arcanum set ever released in all of Ever Crisis. This thing is absolutely insane. And I'm going to be going into this later on because there's a big discussion that needs to be had as to whether or not it's worth it to go in on this, even if you have Murasame and especially even if you have Murasame and the Arcanum. All right, so because there is a big difference between the two. Okay, other than that, reward bonuses, we are clear on these, and I think we are good to go here. I will be doing a shop review here in a second. I'm going to try and cover everything as well as I can. All right, so we're getting close to the top. All right, so the Monster Hunter crossover campaign is on now, where we will be fighting Rathalos. We already kind of went over this. There is going to be 28 days of a 10 free draw once per day, which is fantastic. Where you can also get items such as a 5-star weapon voucher and wallpaper. Okay, freaking heck yeah, that's awesome. And if you guys saw in the login rewards, there's a weapon ticket voucher. Like this collab, so far, 10,000 crystals, 28 days of free 10 pulls, my mind just blanked, but like, oh my gosh, I totally just blanked out. But either way, I saw that Kate Sith might be getting a free costume. I don't know. Hopefully he's not on banner. But either way, this entire thing is turning out to be really cool, and I'm super excited for it. Also, plus, every Wednesday starting at 1 p.m. PDT for 24 hours, when the 5-star rate is doubled, you can perform the draw for free. Okay, I feel like the draw is already for free every day, but also it'll be free when it's free that day. All right, so plus every Sunday starting at 1 p.m. for 24 hours when the 5-star rate is increased by 1.5 times. Okay, so twice a week the 5-star rate is increasing. You can perform the draw for free. I feel like, is this saying we get an extra draw for free this day, or is it just saying that the rate is increased and the draw is already free? Either way, it's a little bit redundant, but they're doing the best they can. You guys are doing a great job at Applebot, all right? You guys are doing a great job. All right, so log in for 3 days to get blue crystal times 3,000. We're going to get 1,000 blue crystals every single day. Holy smokes. Plus a 5-star weapon voucher. That's the thing I was talking about right there from the login bonuses. I mean, guys, I was recently just saying that I've been feeling like they've been a little bit not as generous lately than they were. Not to say that they're not a generous game. They are, but the amount of crystals we get per month fluctuates, right? It fluctuates from somewhere around 25,000 up to 50,000. I've had a month where I hit basically close to 50,000 in a month of saving. So that being said, all right, it looks like we're going to be getting a 200% increase in all characters gained experience during the period. Cloud and Zack's experience are up to 400%. So if you already got them level 80, well, at least you have that experience there just to know that you did get it eventually. All right, so as of May 30th, the Monster Hunter Collab crossover enhancement campaign is on now. That is a mouthful. And it looks like all characters for players under level 30, 400% increase to experience in all characters. That is freaking awesome. Now, on top of all the awesome things that we have already gotten, guys, there's a Monster Hunter crossover 5-star guaranteed free 10 draw. I believe there's going to be one of these each day for the next 3 days. That's normally how they do it. So do not forget to log in and do this free 10 pull, which is going to get you a guaranteed 5-star weapon. It says get 3 or more 5-star weapons for free. What that means is that you're going to have 3 total days where you can get one of these. And if you pull it on each day, you'll get at least 1 guaranteed 5-star on each pull. So that's what that means. All right, other than that, looks like we have a new Chocobo Expedition area added. That's awesome because I actually just recorded a top 3 Chocobo Expedition farming area, which that video will come out whenever it has time. All right, so now maybe I'll add something to it. Crossover limited areas have been added to Chocobo Expeditions. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to get something interesting from that. Other than that, let's see here. JP livestream gift, okay. Receive gifts such as the Monster Hunter crossover exclusive premium draw tickets times 10. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. And 5-star weapon guaranteed draw ticket times 1. All right, that's pretty awesome too. So we're just like being showered in gifts right now. I absolutely love it. Like, keep it coming. All right, so clear all of the panel missions to get blue crystals times 1,000 and wallpapers. Man, this is just really like, they're just going at it right now. All right, last but not least, we have the Monster Hunter Step Up Draw. Okay, I have never recommended to go for one of these Step Up Draws, but maybe just maybe, they've finally given us a good one. But we will see here, guys. Let's see. All right, so the Monster Hunter crossover step up draws on now. Draw for free at step 1, 4, and 6. In the 10th slot of step 3 and 5, a 5-star weapon is guaranteed to appear. Plus get Mithril Ore times 15 at a bonus at step 5, a special 5-star weapon voucher times 1. That's pretty good. And Mithril Ore times 15 as a bonus at step 7. No weapons are featured in this draw. Draw in order from step 1 to step 7 and return to step 1 after drawing step 7. Okay, so 7 steps and then it resets. Each special 5-star weapon voucher can be exchanged for either a Glavinus sword or a Zinogre blade. Interesting. The special 5-star weapon voucher does not have an expiration date. It can still be used at the exchange after the crossover event period ends. Good to know, good to know. All right, so that one actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, we're going to have to see how expensive it is. We'll jump over and we'll check that out here in a second. All right, so that is going to conclude the notices. There is a lot to look at here. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to jump over here to the campaigns, all right? So this is new. All right, so Monster Hunter crossover on now. Unlock all panels to get a 5-star Shinra Wyvern Blade. Okay, this is actually pretty freaking cool. All right, so for example, some panels, and just so you guys know, there are 3 pages to this. Then you have to unlock this 1 page at a time. All right, so, and it looks like some pretty decent rewards here, some tickets, some weapon mats, 5-star weapon ticket on the 3rd page. But essentially, receive 1 item from the feline, consume 100 stamina, clear co-op battle and event 2 times. So super easy stuff. You guys should be flying through this. That's actually really cool. I'm glad they put that in. All right, so we have a Monster Hunter crossover right here. Let me just claim my campaigns right there for getting my whatever I did right there. Now, where are the wallpapers? I guess the wallpapers aren't in here right now, but it does look like there is a bunch of crystals in here. So you're going to want to clear a battle with 1 of each character from the game. You're going to get 200 crystals per character, along with if you clear Premium Quest 6 times, so that's 2 days, and literally just collecting your high win rewards 1 time. So lots of crystals in here, guys. That is awesome. Don't forget that. Don't sleep on that. All right, other than that, let's jump over to the shop. We're going to do a quick shop review for all of you spenders out there, whether you're a whale, dolphin, minnow, whatever it is. Okay, so let's look at this first one right here. All right, so here we have 10 premium tickets and 10 stamina tonics right here. So how much is this? 2,500, right? So we know that this pack can sometimes be 2K paid, right? And we know that if you want to buy 10 stamina tonics in the shop, it's 300 paid, right? So technically, this is overpriced by 200 crystals. So for me, that's a pass. Now let's look at this. 2 5-star gacha tickets for 300 paid and 10 regular tickets. That's a for sure grab. If you're a spender, that is a fantastic deal. Twice as good, actually better than twice as good as a normal 5-star ticket for 300. Now let's look at this. Legendary crossover pack. The 3K paid for the weapon voucher is already worth it on its own. This one coming with a 5-star ticket, a Cloud and Zax ticket, and a First Soldier ticket, and 10 gacha tickets with it as well. Totally worth it. Absolutely great deal. It's nice to see stuff that I can recommend, because I feel like I'm kind of stiff with recommending bundles, but those 2 are very good, guys. They are really worth the buck. All right, so like I said on all of these things, guys, when you're looking for these 20 premium tickets, wait till they actually come with something, right? So this one, which is the normal price as all the other ones, is actually coming with 10 Mithril Ore. Now, it's not that much, but if you are purchasing premium tickets, this would be the time to actually do that. For me, the premium tickets are kind of a pass. I don't think I'm ever going to be... I think I'm like... The last thing I really want to be doing is dipping into red crystals to pull on a banner. So that's kind of scares me. Other than that, we have a 2 gacha ticket with 20 high wind booster. I don't think that these are worth it. I've never bought one. I think maybe I got one at the very beginning, but I'm not even sure I did that. Now we have the 150 Astro Wind for 5K plus 20 gacha tickets. I'm sure for like heavy dolphins or whales, like this is like a must-have, but for me, this is just especially for the high wind, which is something that you're going to get all this stuff anyway. There's really no rush. I don't recommend it, to be honest. All right, other than that, these look like some pretty standard packs. 3,200 red and 2 gotcha tickets. That's nice, but that's a pass for me. Weapon mats in a bundle are a pass for me as well, so I'm going to pass on both of those. Here we have a nice pack, but tons of green common items, tons of blue common items, 10 mithril ore, and so I don't pay more than 3k paid for a weapon voucher, so I always skip on the 5k ones. So for me, that's a pass. These, take it as you will. This is a common banner that's been in the game since the beginning. If this is your kind of thing, go for it. They're always the same. The only thing that changes is who's paired on each one. Typically, I would say if you're going to pull for this, wait for 2 characters where you really need their weapon parts. So for example, Red is a lot more common to get his weapon parts because he's rarely featured, if ever, on limited crossover banners. So there's always going to be more of a surplus for like Red 13 as opposed to Cloud. So like if Cloud and Sephiroth were on this, where you know they're always going to have limited banners, then that's going to have more value than this, essentially, right? So there's not much. See how they always pair you with someone that is less pertinent for that kind of thing. All right, so that is going to be the shop review, guys. Let's jump over to the event and look at the actual Monster Hunter event right here. Oh, it looks freaking awesome. All right, so I'm going to jump into this. Rathalos in the Midgar skies. We already went through everything we need to know here. This is going to be the weapon for Sephiroth. All right, so boost magic attack and boost ability potency. Okay, so it is different. It's not an elemental weapon right there. Let's take a look at the exchange really quick. All right, so there's going to be 20 of his weapons in there. We got mithril ingots, mithril ores, synth catalyst dawns. We've got memories for Sephiroth and Zack. 100 Sephiroth-specific weapon parts, guys. 100. That's fantastic. Lots of good weapon mats in here. Really, really, really good looking shop so far. No stamina tonics, and I was going to see if they had actually reduced the price. We have not seen those event weapons for getting old event weapons brought back. I feel like that was brutally bad. I think they're trying to figure out a way to do it, a better way. So Applebot, please figure that out. A way for newer players to get older event weapons. All right, Rathalos mantles right here. Okay, so when you get these rare items, you can get one of these boxes. Whoa! Used to obtain one type of item at random. Can be opened from item boxes in your inventory. This is pretty sick. So you're going to be able to get either 1,000 crystals, 750, 500, or 300. And there's 3 of them here. So that's a possible 3K or at a bare minimum 900 crystals, which is freaking awesome. Okay. Honestly, I'm really excited for that, guys. I'm not going to go more into depth on that until I get to a different video when I'm doing some guides on probably the first EX2 Rathalos, which should be coming pretty soon. That being said, let's jump over really quick, and last but not least, just take a look at everything here. I will do 2 quick pulls. Let's see what we get. I know this video is a little bit long, but there's a lot to cover, guys. And I just want to make sure that you guys are fully taking in everything that's coming to the game and that you don't miss anything. But in order to save time, let's skip through that right there. All right, there is something for Cloud. Let's see what I got. Honestly, Cloud, yeah, there's not much I need for him that's in the current weapon pool. So let's go back. Okay, I think I'll do, yeah, we'll do one more draw right here. Then we'll take a quick look at the step up. But I think I'll probably do a review for the step up in my to pull or not to pull video for the regular banner. All right, so let's see here. Nothing lucky right there. That's unfortunate, but it is how it goes, right? Sometimes. All right, so let's jump back. We're going to take a quick look at the step over. All right, so step 1, free 10 draw. Step 2, so how much does this cost? 3K paid. So this is 9K paid, okay? That's a lot. In the process, you're going to get a guaranteed copy of the Glavenus or the Zinogre Blade. Okay, so normally if you wanted to buy that, that'd be 5K, all right? So where's the other 4K coming from in value here? A 10 pull, which we can get with 10 free tickets, or 4-star plus weapons guaranteed for free. Okay, so not quite 10 free random gacha tickets. All right, the next one's going to be the same. This one has 1 or more 5-star weapons guaranteed, but I don't believe that these weapons are actually on these banners. All right, so let's take a look really quick. Let's go to the odds. All right, so for Cloud, the Glavenus sword is on this. All right, so actually you can get it. That's interesting, actually. But it doesn't have an increased rate. So you're pulling from the entire pool of weapons, which is a lot of weapons, guys. All right, so 1 or more 5-star weapons guaranteed here. 1 or more 4-star weapons guaranteed. So we have one guaranteed 5-star and 3K paid for the first 4 steps, which is essentially the same as a 300 ticket, right? Now it has a little more value because it's leading to something better, but let's just keep that in mind. All right, then we have step 5, only 4-star plus weapons appear. 1 or more 5-star weapons guaranteed. We're gonna get 15 mithril ore. Okay, 1 or more 4-star plus weapons guaranteed. A free temple right here. Then we're gonna get a special 5-star weapon voucher where you can get this as a bonus, but it doesn't actually say if we get a guaranteed 5-star weapon on that. Let's look at step 7. Where does it say? Doesn't actually say if step 7 is guaranteed 5-star or not. I don't think it is. So for me, I think this is enticing, but to be honest, the only thing that's enticing about this to me is this 5-star weapon voucher. And if you pull just a single copy of one of those weapons, I think that just buying the 5K paid voucher for that sword is better than going in on the rest of this for likely nothing that you actually need. So it's enticing at a glance, but I think that it's probably not worth it in the end. Now, let's take a look quickly at Cloud's weapon. Does it go? It is mid to mid on the physical defense, and it is mid to mid. Okay, so even having a single copy of this weapon is going to be good for Cloud, I believe. I will go into further detail on this once I jump into my actual to pull or not to pull video, but I just wanted to take a glance at this. I wish this was mid to high at start and then goes high to high. Let's see it at OB6, high to high, yeah. And the mid never goes past mid on the physical defense, which is what we assumed, or that's what I assumed. Now let's look at Zax right here. We'll look at it base 5-star, 520% right here. At 1.2 times at 520%, that's going to add like 100%, so that's 620. So at base 5-star, it's 130% less than Murasame at 70% HP and above. However, once you get this thing to OB6, it's going to be considerably better. At OB10, lightning potency 39, physical attack 31. Sigil's looking pretty good for sure. I mean, this thing's going to have 1,132% damage boost with this buff, or with this mechanic at 70% HP or above. So really, really, really powerful. Super, 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 super strong. But we're going to come back and look at that another time. All right, guys. So that being said, that is going to conclude the news recap. Monster Hunter Begins for this week. I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. If you have any questions about something that I can probably answer, just drop a comment and I'm happy to answer it. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, if it was helpful to you in the game, please don't forget to drop a like, sub to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have a wonderful night. Take care and peace.